Welcome back, everybody. I'm Mrs. Wicca, and I'll be teaching criminal law this year or this semester. So I just want to welcome you to the class and give you a few heads up on a few things. The first thing I want to talk about is make sure that when you first log in that you read through all of the Read This First materials so you can get a good understanding of how the class is going to be organized. Make sure that you have your syllabus and you print that out or have it available. You may want to put all of the due dates in your planner so you don't miss any of the due dates, and just make sure you understand all of the procedures. The other thing that you need to do is make sure that you register for MindTap. You have to have MindTap for this class. It's required, so I provided video explaining how to do it. I also provided links to everything, so hopefully that will help you register. One thing, helpful piece of advice is when you register for MindTap, use your Genesee edu or your genesee.edu email, your school email, because it gets messed up sometimes if you use a private email. So try to always use your school email for the registration for MindTap. So welcome to the class. What we'll be doing is we'll be learning all about the criminal law. So we'll have some introductory things that we'll go through, and then we'll start hitting the specific crimes. This is a completely online course, so there will not be any live lectures that you have to attend. You will have to orally present a project at the end of the semester, but that will be the only time that you'll be required to meet with me live. But I am always available. I have a Zoom link that I posted in the materials. If you ever have questions, please just send me an email and you and I can Zoom and I can go over materials and explain any concepts. Just because it's an online class doesn't mean that you can't interact with me and we can't meet and Zoom. I'm pretty flexible. I can even do it at nighttime. So if you work during the day or have other things during the day, I can usually even Zoom at night if that's more convenient for you. One of the things you'll learn about this class is it's complicated. It's not an introductory class. We're really getting into the law. So you really need to take notes. So I highly suggest that you take notes. You also may get confused, and there's nothing to be ashamed about that. So if you're ever confused, just call me, email me, text me, and we'll meet and I'll work through the materials for you. So it will not be a live class, but there will be lecture videos. And I will tell you right now, if you do not watch the lecture videos, you will not be able to follow through the material. It's a hard class. My lecture videos go step by step how you have to do everything. When we get to certain case studies, I spend a whole bunch of time just saying step by step how to answer the case studies. So you really need to spend the time to watch the lecture videos and get the information, and then you may want to take notes. You can print the PowerPoints, you can open the PowerPoints on your device and write in the notes section, but you will need notes at some point because you'll need those to answer your homework and also to take your exam. How it's organized is a Monday through Monday course. So every Monday at 8 a.m. new material will open, and then you'll have Monday at midnight the following week to turn everything in. Every week, you'll have basically 3 assignments. You'll have a chapter quiz that is through MindTap that you'll have to take. You'll have a chapter assignment through Blackboard that you'll have to take, and then you'll have a chapter discussion. So you can interact with the people in the class. Please read the discussion rules very carefully. They set forth how you have to participate in the discussion. Also throughout the semester, you'll be working on 2 projects, and you'll also be working on exams. There'll be 4 exams total throughout the class. We also have 2 short quizzes that I'll have posted just to make sure that you totally understand the material. But always keep in mind, you definitely have 3 things every Monday that are due. So if you get that in your mind, you won't ever forget because you know those 3 things are always going to be due. The other thing is you have to have a New York penal law. I highly recommend you get it from Loose Leaf. They sell them through the bookstore. You can also go onto the Loose Leaf website and order them, and they'll mail them to you. I don't think that you can get them very readily on Amazon. So unfortunately, that's one thing you can't. Now mine's 2019. I recommend that you have a more recent version. I'm in fact going to go buy the more recent version when I get back to school because the laws have changed a lot over the last few years, especially regarding juveniles and things like that. So if you have 2020, 2021, you're probably okay, but you want a more recent version. I recommend this version. It's bound, so you can't lose any pages. There's also a black 3-ring binder version. Here, I can show you. It isn't it, but it looks just like that. It comes with a 3-ring binder like this. It's a plastic, and then the pages are like this inside of it. So I would recommend, if you get this version, be really careful when you insert the pages originally, because when you lose a page, the whole book won't be real usable anymore. The pages are very specific. If you have questions about putting your pages together, please call me, because there's updates that you have to insert. I don't want you to mess up your book. So if you have any questions, reach out to me and I will walk you through how to set up your book if you get that version. But that's why I like this version, just because it holds it together. But you can use any version if you want. Once in a while, a student gets a version off of Amazon that does not have an index. You have to have an index. If for some reason you happen to get a version without an index, I have posted one on Blackboard for you. The index is the index, doesn't matter what book it is. And if you have trouble finding it or need to know where that index is, you can text me or email me, and then you could just print out those few pages of the index and then just fold them and keep them in your book. So if you happen to get a version that doesn't have an index, don't panic. I will get you a copy of the index that you will have to use throughout the class. So that's basically what I have for you this week. So this week, you're going to spend some time getting to know the class. Make sure you review the syllabus very quickly. There's one additional assignment this week. It is a syllabus quiz, just to assure that you read the syllabus and that you understand what's in the syllabus. So it's just a quick 10-question quiz. You can use the syllabus with you when you're doing it. You can take it over as many times as you need to until you get a perfect score on it. But that will be your syllabus. So make sure you read through that. And then you'll have the regular Chapter 1 assignment, Chapter 1 discussion, Chapter 1 quiz for the first chapter. And a lot of it is just getting to know the class and getting to know how I structure the class. We use the weekly modules. So if you go into Blackboard and click on the week, everything you need for that week should be linked right within that week. The assignments, the quizzes, the tests, the projects, everything like that. Like I said, you'll be doing 2 projects throughout the semester, so I'll be explaining those more as we go through the semester. So I welcome everybody. I'm very excited for the semester. I love teaching this class. I hope you enjoy it. And just remember, I'm always available for anything that you may need. And I look forward to working with you this semester.